Hi. Hello. I know that I should open the blinds, but I'm not going to. I kind of like the way this looks. So bear with me if you will. Forgive me. I'm so hungry. I need to go eat some breakfast. But when I wake up in the morning, I never feel like eating right away, and I wake up pretty early. So this is typically about the time that I go eat. But oh, that lighting, honey. Oh, listen. Listen. But no, getting back to what I was talking about before, uh, I think that anybody who is trying to like actively tell you that how you feel about your body is wrong and what you want to do with your body is wrong, they deserve the side eye. They deserve the side eye and nothing more. Again, if you want to be fat, be fat. You may have encountered people who are negative towards you in real life about you being overweight. Here's the thing though. These fat activists be lying about how much they're like people are fucking with them in public spaces in real life because most people in America are fat. So that's some real fat on fat crime, now, ain't it? Plenty of fat people are married, have children, have jobs, are educated, are living indoors, getting on flights, taking road trips, going on cruises. You are not oppressed. You are not oppressed. People are just mean. Okay? People are mean about a lot of things, right? Equivocating you being fat. And you shouldn't get mad because I said fat. Because fat is not a slur, right? It's a descriptor like skinny, muscular, tall, short. So don't get mad. But equivocating that to the fact that I am black and there are people who genuinely hate me and want to do harm to me and my family because we are black. Right? Something that we did not ask for, something that we cannot change. Y'all really have to stretch yourselves, which is interesting, to try to make it the same. It is not. We have always had fat people in the world. We have always had larger bodies in the world. We have never had fat people like this. This is because of the industrial age. This is because of consumerism and capitalism that you are so fat. That is the truth. It's because you can be. It's because you have the privilege of getting fat. Okay? Like, not regular fat like we've always had. Because again, and it was a much smaller portion of our population who was fat, right? So you're sitting out here, you're like, I'm fat, I'm being discriminated against. Okay, cool. Uh, we have not had people this size for a long time. Like the last 20 or so years, we're seeing the influx, like the increase. We're seeing like those waistbands expanding. Um, but yeah, fat people weren't like this fucking fat. Like there wasn't a lot of people this fat. The only reason that is so many people this fat now is because everybody has in America, and I'm only talking about America. I cannot speak for any other country, but in America, damn near everybody has access to foods that are designed to make you fat. They are the cheaper foods, right? So, even so, poor people have the ability to lose weight. Black people have the ability to lose weight. Queer people, oh my God, have the ability to lose weight. That is not a perma state unless you make it a perma state. Okay? I need you to understand that. I have been poor for a lot of my fucking life, and I am currently a poor. Okay? I lost weight. oh my God, wow. And you're like, oh, that's anecdotal evidence. But everybody who was also poor, who also lost weight, that's also anecdotal evidence. So we just discounting these real lived experiences? Okay. Okay. That's all right. I guess if that's what you want to do. That's just real irritating because I have real concerns as a black person living in America. Okay? I have real actual concerns about safety as a black person living in America. I have real actual concerns being a black queer woman, right? And you want to talk to me about you being fat. So you might call that fat phobic, but I am just so tired of very privileged people, and it's overwhelming, very middle class, privileged, fucking non black people spouting this nonsense. And then there are, of course, some black women, mostly queer folk, probably getting caught up in this rhetoric because this is the easy route. This is the easy fucking route. Losing weight actually takes work. Oh my fucking God. And people have flocked to the stick yourself in the gut drugs, right? Because of the fact that it's so fucking easy to just stab yourself in the gut, right? But you still have to do stuff after that. You still got to do stuff after that, right? And then after you get off of it, you got to maintain that life. You got to maintain this new way of living. Plenty of people do, plenty of people don't. But there's also many, many people, including myself, who lost weight without using any kind of that stuff because, again, I'm a poor. So I can't afford that shit. I can't afford any of that shit. So I lost weight without it, right? And I already told you what I did. It's like I started eating smaller portions. I didn't start calorie counting. Like, have I done that at one point or another? I wonder why they're bothering me. Anyway, I'll get back to them in a minute. But like, have I calorie counted at one point or another? Yeah, but I never stuck with it because it was just tedious to me. So I don't do it. Some people swear by it. As they do it works for you. It doesn't really matter. But mostly it's being like, hey, don't order a bunch of like takeout and stuff like that. Don't, because that's a weakness of mine because I'm not a huge fan of cooking all the time. But also, when I started cooking again, I realized I actually prefer this. I actually prefer cooking my own food over takeout and delivery and all of that kind of stuff, over eating at restaurants and stuff like that. I prefer it. And I just don't want to spend that money because I'm like, again, I have a bunch of extra money to spend. Like, so it's really just a matter of like, okay, excuse me, I just burped, shall we? It's really just a matter of, okay, I know that I like vegetables, I like fruit. I'm not eating enough of that now because, I'm just eating whatever is convenient. Convenience takes me out every time. And so what I started to do was just buy more of the stuff that was healthier for me. Oh my goodness, why are people calling me? They know. They know. They know. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. I had a shorty low moment. I can't. I'm sorry. But yeah, I just started like buying the stuff that I really like to eat that was healthier. Like that was it. Walking, moving my body around, and I lost weight. Oh, and by the way, gosh, I just feel like I'm constantly having to swallow. Maybe it's because I just feel nervous. I think the jitters will go away after a while. But I'll also keep in mind, just like I mentioned before, I have PCOS. So recently, like this year, we've been managing my PCOS with metformin, which is one of those off-label uses for metformin because it's for people who have like, diabetes and stuff. But it can also be used to manage PCOS. So that's where I'm at. No GLPs because I'm too poor. and I don't want to stab myself with a needle. I'm not interested. I don't like that. I don't like that. Give me a pill. Like, if I got to take pills, give me the pill. If I got to take a medicine, just give me a pill. I don't want to be stabbed myself. But also, I really didn't want to. I wanted to work on the things that I wanted to increase in my life, which was fruits, vegetables, water, lean protein, walking, getting out, exercising, all that kind of stuff. Those are things that I actually like. I've always liked them. I've always liked sugar. I've always liked sitting on my butt and fucking off. But like, I also like these things too. But I realized I want more of this. So that's why I started moving in that direction. And it does take time. It does take time. So reminding yourself that it takes time, that's what I did. And I'm like 10 pounds away from my goal. But after that, I'm like, we ain't doing no more, because I'm not trying to be out here looking like Ariana Grande. I'm not trying to look like Cynthia Erivo. I'm sorry, that's not me trying to shame them. It's just everybody has their differences. My personal opinion is that I feel scared for them both. But also, their business ain't my business. So I don't have a dog in that fight. They can do what they want with their bodies. And I'm just like, it makes me feel scared for you, but also at the same time, I can't tell you what to do with your body. So that's where I stand. At any rate, oh my goodness, my lighting is not lighting. Whatever. So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at in my journey. And go ahead, like, subscribe, do all the things you want to do. Hit the bell, knock it upside the head, do whatever. Leave comments, leave all the comments, leave every comment, right? Okay, I love you.